So, Pariah Nexus is here. My Hypercrypt Legion is back. The Canoptic Court has been packed away. And it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, we are back. I'm here with Richard. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Nick.
How you doing?
Not too bad, and yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. We are looking forward to today, our first game of the new Pariah Nexus mission pack. We can't wait. Richard has his Orks. I've got my Necrons. Let's take a look at the lists. Okay, so here we go. 2,000 points, Hypercrypt Legion. This is a slight tweak on my previous list because unlike my Canoptic Court list, it wasn't ruined by the new mission deck, so that was handy. So we've got a Locust Lord, and he has the enhancement, giving me the rerolls to hit. And then we have 2 Hexmark Destroyers. Now, this guy over here is going to be my Warlord, and he's got the enhancement which lets me Hypercrypt an extra unit. So we can Hypercrypt 4 units in this game. We then have 1 unit of Tesla Immortals, just 5. We've got 3 units of Heavy Destroyers, 1 unit with the Exterminator gun, and 2 units with the Destructor gun. We then have 3 C'tans. We've got the Transcendent C'tan, the Void Dragon, and the Nightbringer. We then have some destroyers, normal Locust Destroyers. We've got 1 unit of 3 and 2 units of 1. You'll notice there's no Scarabs in my list now. We've got these instead. And then we've got 3 units of Death Marks. We have 3 units of 5. And that is my list. Right, Rich, what have you got? What have you got?
Orks, of course, and it's a war horde. So I've got Gaz. Boo! He's leading another unit of Mega Knobs in the battle wagon. Then I've got, he's hiding at the back, the weird boy. He's leading the unit of 20 boys. Unit of 10 commandos. I'm going to have Boss Necrot on his own. I'm going to have Sogwad Walksnagger by himself.
Okay.
I've got a unit of 10 Gretchen by themselves.
So these are standing in for...
yeah, they were standing in, but...
You don't need them now?
I don't need them now because I do have a right amount of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, I, for some reason I've got 2 extra movement trays.
Ah, okay.
So I've got 2 units of Boom Decker Snazwakens.
Yeah.
2 units of Shock Trump Dragsters. 2 trucks. One has got 10 boys in. The other's got looters in.
Okay.
2 units of Storm Boys in reserve. Big Mech with shock attack gun, he's got the super cyborg body, and the weird boy has got follow me lads, which gives +2 inch movement to that unit.
Right, okay, so let's have a look at the mission. Okay, so we are playing Purge the Foe, so you get 4 points for killing a unit in the first battle round, and then from the second battle round onwards it's 4 points for killing a unit and 4 points for killing more, plus from the second battle round you get 4 points for holding an objective and 4 points for holding more. The mission rule is prepared positions. You can target a battle line unit for 0 CP, a stratagem of Gone to Ground, or heroic intervention. And then we are playing Tipping Point Deployment, which is the new Hammer and Anvil staggered one. This is our battlefield. We're using the terrain map number 1 from the mission tournament companion thingy. So that's it. We are going to find out who's going to be the attacker, defender. We're going to deploy, and then we'll be back for the roll-off for first turn. Okay, so we have deployed. I've got my Nightbringer Transcendent C'tan in the front there with some Locust Destroyers, the Immortals, some Heavy Destroyers here, a single Locust Destroyer there, some more Locust Heavies there, more Locust Heavies there, single Destroyer there, and a Void Dragon there. I put my 2 Hex Marks and 3 units of Death Marks in reserve. We then have these commandos infiltrating here. This guy here, he's the commando leader, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's infiltrated there. And then we have a big blob of Orks. We've got the buggies, the boys, the truck, more buggies, the battle wagon, another truck, Grots on the objective there, and another vehicle thing at the back there. And that's it. So I think we are ready, Rich, to roll off. See who goes first.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, for reference, I am playing tactical missions because I want to try out the cards and just see how they are. So I thought that's the best way to sort of experience the cards. However, Richard is playing fixed. He's playing assassination and engage in all fronts. If I was going to play fixed, I would play bring it down and assassination. So it'd be interesting to see. We're going to note what I would have scored if I'd taken that, just to see what the difference would be. Okay, here we go then. Roll off for first turn. I get a 1, Richard gets a 3. It's Orks, turn 1. Okay, end of movement phase. We've got this dragster here moving up. We've got this buggy at the back moving forward along with this one. These guys have just stayed there, just hanging back a little bit. This guy has just moved around the corner, hiding behind the building like a coward that he is. And then we've got this truck here with boys in and a character. Yeah, which character is it?
It's a Zogrod.
Zogrod, right. And that is it. Richard tried to get his command point with this unit of Grots, but didn't roll a 4, rolled a 3. And that's it. So we're going to move in to the shooting phase. Okay, so shooting and assault phase done. I can't believe it. What's going on, Rich?
Well, because you're hidden and I don't want to put myself out there.
You're being cagey, basically. Yeah. You're being cagey. However, he has scored how many points?
4 points.
4 points for engage in all fronts. He's in this quarter, that one, and this one. Very nice start. Okay, so we're going to move into Necrons turn 1. However, am I going to Hypercrypt any units? Interesting one. Interesting one. The only real unit is going to be this one here. Am I going to do that? I might have a quick think about that as my alarm goes on my phone. Oh, and the fire alarm's on as well. How about that? Okay, I thought long and hard about it. I have Hypercrypt the Void Dragon. Obviously, he can't come back in until turn 2. That's okay. But I've also Hypercrypt these guys here. And my plan is to try and pop this vehicle with my heavy destroyers. I'm going to Hypercrypt the heavy destroyers in over here with the infantry killing gun and see if I can kill all the orcs that get out the truck. Ambitious, but we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. Let's move in to turn 1 for the Necrons. Okay, so I drew my cards. I've got engage in all fronts and no prisoners, so kill units and get into table quarters. Table quarters potentially I can do because I can teleport my Transcendent Catan and I can drop these in, so I potentially could get 4 quarters. It's just a case of do I want to put myself in those positions? We'll see. And then of course, yeah, kill units, which I'm going to try to do anyway. Okay, let's move. Okay, so end of the movement phase. I had a good think about engage in all fronts. I could have dropped my Locust Heavies here with the stratagem, taking this quarter, and then put my Transcendent Catan over there. However, I've stuck to my original plan. I've dropped them here on the objective. I'm hoping I can do some good damage over there. And then my plan is to assault here with the Nightbringer and then try to get into this quarter with that move. I have brought these up onto here. I'm going to try to weaken this before I assault. I moved the heavies up onto here. They do have a line of sight to this guy, but there will be cover saves. And I've just jiggled this model here over because Richard does have the jump, so I am conscious of that. Right, here we go, shooting phase. Okay, we're going to start with the big one. We're going to shoot my 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers at the truck. Now we have moved, so it is going to be 3s. Please do not roll 3 2s, Nick. Right, here we go. Okay, I will take that. I will take that.
Do you get to reroll ones against?
Reroll wounds.
Oh, right.
However, I might CP that anyway. I have CP'd it, and that's lethal, so that automatically wounds. These are coming in at strength 14.
So 3s.
3s, strength 14. Oh my god!
but you get to re-roll
I do
once.
get to re-roll ones. Thank you, Rich. I'm very pleased you remembered that.
So 2 go through.
2 go through, -4.
With cover -3. Still puts me on my in-roll.
What's that, 6 up, is it?
Yeah, 6 up. No.
12 damage.
Well, that would be enough. So, let's see if it explodes. I want it to explode.
Okay, see if it explodes. Nope, not quite. Okay, so here we go. We are in rapid fire range. We are heavy, but of course we move, so they're going to be hitting on 3s. The Locust Lord's got a Staff of Light, hitting on 2s, re-rolling all hits and critical hits on a 5+, so sustained on 5s. Here we go.
2 extra on that.
I'll take the ones out. Well, you know what you're doing. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, so 1's come out. Let's see how many.
There's a reasonable amount of 5s and 6s there, which is nice. Okay, so we need 3s on the gold dice, and we need 4s on the black and orange.
So black and orange miss.
They all miss. Staff of Light. A miss with 5. Very nice. Okay, so these are -1 AP.
This is a dead unit of boys.
Okay, excellent.
So I'm just going to pick these up and mash roll them.
Yeah, okay.
And what I want to see is,
A lot of 6s.
yeah. So as I said, actually boys unit is dead, but
This is just a practice one, is it?
well, this is just for the camera.
Okay,
Yeah, so boys unit dead.
okay.
Nice lot of 6s, but
Not enough. Right, excellent. My plan worked. Woohoo! Okay, let's move on. Okay, so next we're going to shoot these Locust Heavy Destroyers at that buggy just over there. So we're going to need 3s because we did move. 2 lethal, go straight through, and strength 14, I get a 5. Yeah, so 3 go through, and -4, be -3 because of the cover.
so 3 of them, is it?
Yes, mate, yeah.
Yeah. So it's 3 6-ups. And what's the damage on these?
6 each.
So I need a save 2.
6s.
No.
Nope. That's a destroyed buggy.
And it doesn't.
Didn't explode. Okay, I've still got a little bit more shooting. Okay, so next is the Transcendent Catan, just in range of this guy with the hat. So we're going to shoot him. He is a character. So we get 6 shots, we need 2s, and this is sustained. We get no 6s, and we miss with 1. Strength 8.
Toughness 5.
3s. We miss with 2, and that is a -2.
And what's the damage?
The D3 each.
Oh, you did. Oh,
You got no save now?
No.
Okay, so damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the guy in the hat is dead.
Yeah, because if he had been with a unit, he would have it would have been -1 to hit, but because he's not leading a unit.
Yeah, my characters have things like that. Okay, so we've got this little blob over here to do next. Okay, so you knew my plan. Assault with the Nightbringer, get into this quarter. So I didn't shoot with the Nightbringer. I thought I would be clever and weaken the vehicle down with these guys. However, these rolled so well, it was unbelievable. I got like 5 6s, which automatically wound, and then I re-rolled the 1 to got another 5 and 6, and I killed 12 wounds on this 9 wounded vehicle. However, it could have been worse. At least I killed it. I may have not shot into this and then fouled my charge. That would have been even worse. So I'm going to take it. I get 2 points for engage on all fronts. I get 5 points for no prisoners, and I got 4 points for killing a unit in turn 1. That's the end of my turn. We're going to move into Orks, turn 2. Okay, so end of movement for the Orks. These guys came in just here trying to get engage. We got the truck buggy on this objective. These guys are just hanging out there. This has moved forward. That's got the looters in, right, Rich?
Yeah.
Ouch, nasty. This guy moved up just here, and as he moved, I decided to overwatch over here, which is in this quarter, so I needed to kill him. Only could overwatch with 2, unfortunately, and the Overlord, the Locust Lord, was out because this is a lone operative. So Overwatch with 2 guys, and I got him down to 1 wound. Didn't quite kill him. Still, he is dramatically wounded, but it's going to mean that Richard will score his engage. Engage, really good if you are going first. So yeah, okay, we've learnt something. Right, here we go then, the shooting phase. Okay, forgot to say, we've got the Mega Knobs and Thraka eyeing up the Transcendent Catan. That could hurt. Okay, shooting phase over. We had this buggy shoot into my Locust Destroyers. I lost 2 wounds, so I'm down to 1 there. Then we had the looters over here and the truck shoot into these guys. I lost 3 wounds, down to 1 wound. And that was pretty much all the shooting. Richard's detachment rule is sustained in close combat, right?
Yeah.
Army-wide.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're moving into the charge phase. So, where are you going to charge?
Well, I will be charging there.
Okay.
Which will be a 10-inch.
10-inch charge, right.
And I will be charging there. I'll do this one first because...
Okay. What do you need?
Well, 5 on the dice.
Okay, you got plus... Oh yeah, you use a stratagem, plus 2 inches to your assault and charge. So 5. Yeah. Ooh, just.
So it needs
6
to be...
inches.
So, him in there.
We've got Thraka and the Mega Knobs in.
Yeah.
My guy is not quivering at all. He's just floating above the battlefield, saying, yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. This guy, yeah. He gets plus 2 inch charges.
No.
He doesn't get plus... Oh, right, the strat is just for certain units.
For that one, yeah.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
1 unit.
1 unit, right. So he just needs quite a big charge.
Yeah, I only needed a 6 inch.
On that guy,
yeah. It would have been 7, but so a 6 would have got in anyway. So.
Yeah, okay.
So 10 inch.
10.
Nope.
Gonna CP it?
Nope.
No, you sure?
Yeah.
You've got 1 CP, Rich.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Okay.
It was a rather than leaving me hanging in the room. How many?
Well, let's go and have a look at the Transcendent Catan. He has 12 wounds and he's toughness 11. Okay, so first of all it's Thraka. That unit has lethal and critical hits on a 5. So here's Thraka's attack.
And sustained hits on the 5.
And sustained as well. I'll just have it all, Rich. Why not?
So there's at least 1, and everything else hits. So 1 extra goes.
Okay.
So that wounds.
That automatically wounds. Yeah.
Now strength 14.
Yeah. Toughness 11. So 3s.
Missed with 1. 2.
2. Yeah. Nice to see the devil dice there showing up.
A 6.
Very proudly on a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6.
6 saves.
Minus 3.
Okay, so 4s. That is a bad roll. Just 1 saved.
So it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
Okay, and then half that damage, right?
Well, it's 4 apiece, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep. So 10, 5 up. Feel no pains. We make 2.
So it takes 8 wounds.
8 wounds. Okie dokie.
Now it's the Mega Knobs.
Now the Mega Knobs. I don't think my Catan's going to be there anymore. Okay, so Richard has just attacked with the Mega Knobs. I had 3 lethal hits, which I managed to save them all with the help of Feel No Pain. And I've got another 7 to save. I've got 4 wounds left. Now, these are 2 damage each, right? Okay. So here we go. We desperately need some 4s now. We need a good roll. Come on. Necron, Catan, Gods. 4s. We got some at least. Okay, so that's 3 Feel No Pains.
Yeah, he still lives. It's just...
He still lives because he's on 4 wounds. And I managed to make 1 of them. So he's down to 2 wounds. Right, my attack's back. We've got 8 attacks. We need 2s and they're sustained. We get 2 6s. So that one comes back in and we get another one. Strength 9.
No, and you're going on Gaz, aren't you?
That unit is a whole unit,
6,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's 6 all across.
Okay, so 3s. We miss with 2. And these are -3 d6 damage. So -3, what are you on?
Makari's 2 up in Von.
Okay, yep. Makari then, 3 up in Von.
2 up.
2 up. Okay.
Makari's dead.
Do I need to do the damage, or is he just dead?
Just dead.
He's only got 1 wound, right? Okay, well, it's him out of the way at least. Now you're moving on to the Mega
How much damage a piece?
D6.
5 ups on them.
No. No. No.
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so 3.
3. So the first one, D6 damage. 1 damage.
Yeah.
Second one,
What I like to see.
6 damage.
That's 1 dead.
Third one, 5 damage.
2 dead.
Okay, 2 dead. It's not bad for a Catan on 2 wounds.
No.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of turn 2 for the Orks. Richard did get 4 points for being on an objective. He was on 2 objectives, however, so was I, so just 4 points for that. He has scored another 4 points for engage on all fronts. And that's it, as we move in to turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, end of Richard's turn. I hypercrypt the Locust Heavy Destroyers away from this objective. It doesn't matter that I'm not on that objective because I'm not on more than Richard, so I'm going to only score 4 points anyway. And it just means that I can now obviously teleport in and get the benefits of being set up and the re-rolls. Okay, here we go. Let's see what cards we get. Okay, so I've got Recover Assets and Sabotage. Both are action cards. This is going to be interesting. Okay, end of the movement phase. So I moved the Nightbringer up over here. These guys on this building here, they're wholly within the terrain and outside of my deployment zone. They're going to do the action. And then on this side of the table, I moved these into the terrain feature. I've fallen back with the Transcendent Catan. Thraka overwatched but did no damage. I've got the Void Dragon in there. These guys have deep striked in just there. I've decided, well, I didn't decide, it was chosen for me. I can't get into Richard's deployment zone. So I'm going to have to recover the assets with this guy, the Hexmark Destroyer. He's teleported in outside of his deployment zone, so he's going to do that action, and these guys are going to do the action over here in my deployment zone. Okay, so that's it. Let's see how we get on in the shooting phase. Okay, shooting phase. I shot my Locust Destroyer at the Storm Boys, did no damage. I then shot the Nightbringer at the Buggy, and I got it down to 6 wounds. Over here, this unit and the unit at the back, along with the Catans, shot into the Meganobs, and I killed them all apart from Thraka. I then shot these Locust Heavy Destroyers with their Exterminator guns in, but Thraka saved everything. These Heavy Destroyers at the back shot into the truck that the looters were in, and I managed to destroy it. And the rest of my units were doing the actions. We're now moving into the assault phase. I'm thinking the Nightbringer on to the Storm Boys. I did consider the Buggy, try to get rid of that, but I think the Storm Boys are the ones to go for a nice easy kill and also an easy assault range. Of course, I'm going to assault the Catan into Thraka. Hopefully, I can get rid of him. Okay, end of the assault phase, end of turn 2 for the Necron. So the Nightbringer obliterated the Rocket Boys here. I did do my end of fight phase attack on this, but I rolled a 1 and missed. Very uneventful over here. My Void Dragon rolling lots of 1s to hit and 1s to wound. And then Thraka saved the 2 wounds that went through. And in the return fight, Thraka almost duplicated what I did. However, I didn't save mine, either the save or the feel no pain, so I did take 2 wounds. That was it. I killed a unit, I killed more, and I was on 1 objective, so that was 12 points for primary. As we move into turn 3 for the Orks. Richard, you're going to do the wah, yeah?
Yes, I'm going to do wah!
Oh, you missed it on the camera. Do it again.
Wah!
Okay, here we go. Okay, end of Orks movement. We've got the Buggy here. These guys have moved up, and these deep striked in here. He's moved round. These have just moved forward, and then we've got the sidestepping a battle wagon just there.
Well, he's turned and he moved and pivoted back again.
Okay, yeah. let's face it, he did a sidestep, didn't he? He went,
Where he turned, moved.
I'm joking,
And, yeah,
I'm joking.
It's silly how the pivot walls work
Yeah,
now, but it's a measurement.
Yeah, exactly. And then this guy has moved up with his 1 wound, just there. Okay, so here we go. Shooting phase. Okay, end of the shooting phase. So I have lost one of my Locust destroyers here. I think we're going to be assaulted here in a second. My Nightbringer has been really saving badly. I'm down to 5 wounds. Mind you, this thing did a 6 to wound, which was mortal wounds. So I had 6 mortal wounds from that thing. Then everything else shot in. So yeah, down to 5 wounds. Over here, my Catan was targeted with the grenade stratagem from this guy. And I lost 3 wounds. I'm down to 1 wound over there. And I have lost my Locust heavy destroyers over here from shooting from these guys, yeah, the looters. I think these shot in as well, didn't they?
The battle wagon.
Yeah, and the battle wagon. So the battle wagon killed 1 and the looters killed the other 2. Okay, that is it as we move in to the assault phase.
Him into here.
Assaulting into there, okay.
Should be
5. Oh, it's close.
Dead on.
Yep, okay. So he's in. And then the buggy. That's definitely in. I can see a 6. Okay, this is going to be the important one because, of course, these have done the action. So we'll see if we get... see if we can survive.
And then these.
Into the Nightbringer,
Yeah, well, what I want is to try and get round the back so I can get the...
Okay. What did you roll?
7.
7. Okay, end of Orcs turn 3. My Nightbringer survived. He's on 3 wounds. I killed a bunch of these commandos in return. There is 5 commandos left. Over here, this vehicle killed 2 of my Locust destroyers, but didn't kill the unit, so I got my sabotage here. I did no wounds back. Over here, the Void Dragon obliterated Thraka. Very nice to see Thraka die. Well, for me, not for Richard.
I expected him to. It's too many big monsters on the board.
Yeah, and obviously it helps that you obviously didn't assault this turn, so I went first. And then over here, my Locust Lord took a couple of wounds, but he did kill that pesky guy on 1 wound left over there. So I got 6 points in total for my 2 action secondaries. Richard killed 1 unit, so he's got 4 points. Let's see if I can kill more as we move into turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, so end of Richard's turn. I just took this guy off the board, my Hypercrypt. I've drawn my cards. I've got Secure No Man's Land and Storm Hostile Objective. So that is what I need to do. Now I'm going to do my Battle Shock test and RP. Okay, end of movement phase for the Necrons. I fell back with the Nightbringer. I got him up to 6 wounds with RP. Richard overwatched with the looters and got him down to 2 wounds. However, I am now on this objective. I brought the 2 Death Marks unit in here. The Locust Lord is hiding behind the terrain with more Death Marks just over there. I've now achieved both of my secondary objectives. I've moved the heavy destroyers off this terrain here so they have line of sight to the buggy and the dragster. The other heavy destroyers are going to try to shoot them as well. I need to kill 2 units to beat Richard's 1 unit. This Locust destroyer came on the board edge here from Hyperphase. The 2 Locusts are going to shoot with the death marks at these Storm Boys, and the Hex mark has moved here to block my deployment zone. I'm ahead on points and Richard is currently planning on playing a secret mission. Okay, end of the shooting phase. I did manage to kill this buggy, but I didn't quite kill the dragster. There's 3 wounds left on it. I did kill these Storm Boys with my 2 destroyers and death marks. Those death marks shot into here but did no damage. And I got the vehicle down to 6 wounds from the 2 Catans over there. And that's it as we move into the assault phase. We just have the Catans assaulting the battle wagon over there. Okay, end of Necrons turn 3. So my Void Dragon and Transcendent Catan assaulted the battle wagon. I managed to kill it, which was quite handy. I got all of my secondary mission cards, and I scored 4 points from primary. That was 12 points in total for primary this turn as well. Okay, Richard has played a secret mission as we move into turn 4 for the Orks. Okay, end of movement phase. I have been trying to work out which secret missions Richard's doing from powers of deduction of what's left on the table. I think he's doing either War of Attrition or Shattered Cohesion. My guess may be Shattered Cohesion, but we'll see. Right, in the movement phase, he's moved the Rocket Boys up here. He's moved this Dragster onto this objective. The Looters have moved up, and these guys have moved up. And that is it. So we're going into the shooting phase. Okay, end of the shooting phase, and I lost some death marks. I lost 3 death marks here and 3 more over there. These guys got shot by the Looters. I had 3 6-up saves to make, and I rolled 3 6s. How about that? Okay, so let's see what happens in the assault phase. We have the Storm Boys assaulting my destroyers just there. Okay, end of Orks turn 4. Back to the shooting phase. I forgot to mention that this buggy did more mortal wounds on my Nightbringer and killed him. That gave Richard assassination. Right, in the assault phase, these guys came in. I overwatched, killed a few. I've lost one of my destroyers. There's one knob left. It's not a knob, is he? It's just a rocket boy, yeah?
He's a knob.
He is a knob.
Yeah.
You love having one knob left, don't
Yeah,
you?
I always love a knob.
Over here I lost my 2 death marks and 1 from the other unit. And then over here the Grots assaulted my Transcendent Catan, did no damage, and I did 7 wounds back. However, Richard still has that objective for his OC. Right, that is it. I'm going to move into Necrons turn 4. Okay, end of Richard's turn. I hyperphase the 2 hex marks and these 2 single destroyers. I did my battle shock tests. My Transcendent Catan is battle shocked. Then I got my wounds back. He got 3 wounds back. He's back up to 6. And then I got this guy back on 1 wound. I got my death mark back. And that's it. We're going to move and see if we can score our secondaries, which are Defend Stronghold and Cleanse. Okay, end of movement for Necrons. This is come in here. We've got the hex mark here. I'm trying to block this in case Richard has to come in and get my immortals with these things who still haven't moved. This is on 3 wounds, so I use my stratagem to come in with this guy within 3 inches. I'm going to cleanse this. I need to kill this. I've got my Locust Heavy Destroyers here, so hopefully I will. I've got the hex mark here for backup in case it doesn't happen. And the Void Dragon has just come over there. And then my other death marks, which are going to cleanse this objective, which is hiding behind that building. Right, here we go. Okay, end of Necrons turn 4. I did manage to kill this vehicle with my heavy destroyers, so I've cleansed this objective. My Transcendent Catan killed all of the Grots over there. I lost 2 death marks here, did no damage in return. Cleansed this objective, and oh yes, I shot this guy after falling back with these, shot them with the immortals, killed them. So killed more, and I got both of my secondary points. As we move into the last turn, turn 5 for the Orks. Okay, end of turn 5 for both sides. Richard teleported his guys over here with the jump, and he assaulted here. These are all dead, for reference. He assaulted here. Tried to kill my Catans for assassination, didn't do so. However, he did manage to kill the Transcendent Catan in my turn, so that gave him an extra 4 points. And then for my last 2 cards, I had Area Denial and Overwhelming Force. I cleared the Looters off of the central objective and I've taken it for myself. So we've added up the score, and it is 48 points primary for Necrons with 37 secondaries. 95 points, and the Orks scoring 20 points, which was the max that they could have done because of that secret mission, which, what was that, Rich, in the end?
It was War of Attrition.
War of Attrition, okay. So, yeah, 50 points after 20 points secondary for Richard. That's with painted Richard could have scored an extra 12 points if he hadn't taken the secret mission, which was interesting. And we worked out that I would have scored very similar points on my secondaries if I had taken the fixed missions of Bring It Down and Assassination. But yeah, it's a fun, good game. Thank you very much, Rich. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously, yeah, that mission is quite unusual compared to some of the rest, because obviously it can be a little bit biased to certain things.
It's biased to the player who goes. The second turn gets the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the time.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about
No.
it. So if you're playing per Trippo, and you get first turn, all you're looking to do is stay within distance, and then
just try to kill at least one more unit.
Score one, get the secret mission. At
Yeah.
the end.
I had to say that you did counter that quite well with that engaging all fronts.
Yes.
Because going second is definitely an advantage. Sorry, going first is definitely an advantage for that, because you just move in and you score it.
And I scored 14 on that, which is what I think I said to you, and in my video I said I think about 14 points on that, because I knew I'd run out of legs at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wow, what an awesome game. The sun is shining a lot outside.
It's
so
a beautiful day, isn't it?
I'm going to go and have a cold shower in a minute once I've packed up. Right, okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Let us know in the comments box below what you thought. And if you want to see more of our battle reports from the Leviathan set, then here is my playlist for you to watch next.